Libras. How y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be taking a look at your October through November, your Mabon through Samhain seasonal general reading here. So, just a little bit before we get into all this goodness we're looking at here. In the Northern Hemisphere, we're coming from the autumnal equinox into, which is Mabon, right? Into Samhain, which is Halloween season and prepping for, Yule and winter, right? That's the time frame we're looking at in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere watching this, well, just flip it, reverse it, back it up, reverse it. It's the spring equinox and you're going towards the growing of the light as opposed to the lessening of the light in the north. So a lot of these themes are going to be incredibly similar, and you can just filter that through the lens of your own, geographical location. But they are two sides of the same coin, okay? And so, Libras, in your meditation, I saw a lot of gold. It was like I was looking at the Elysian fields and everything was like quite gold. And then I was taken to like this golden castle throne room. And I was looking at King Midas, the king who, everything he touched turned to gold. And, it seemed like a good thing at first, but, I think he, touched his daughter and then she turned to gold. And it was like, oh, well, okay, well, I got to temper this a bit, but it did feel positive in this context. And then I heard the song, which I believe is Old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra. It's that song, Luck Be a Lady Tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Only I heard luck be a Libra tonight. Like, really? And that feels like very much the theme of this, luck be a Libra, but it feels like this luck is coming from a place of the more you can connect with your instinct and your intuition and make choices from that place, it's almost like coming from a primal knowing place, right? Like I see an image of you, just not literally, but like figuratively speaking, blindfolded, right? And making like just feeling your way through and knowing exactly like what to do, not from a place of like, it's like a gut check, right? Gut check. And manifesting it. But I'm hearing like making decisions or making moves from a place of like pure instinct. It doesn't even feel like feeling is completely accurate because it feels grounded, like pure instinct. My God, it feels like lottery level good luck. It feels like wow, I chose to go on this, day or do this at this time. And as it turned out, because I did that, I was able to be there, during this thing, which led to like the biggest moment of my life. It's that level. It feels karmic as well. It feels like, and this is what I want to say to you. I saw in your meditation an image of the Wheel of Fortune, right? Which is a major arcana. It's destined or fated events. It's soul level. It's karmic, right? It feels like you're at the top of the Wheel of Fortune. Like the wheel is turning and you're sitting there on the top, which is beautiful. We're also, looking at the time frame within which your birthday lies as well. So this makes a lot of sense to me, your birthday season. And we're looking at you sitting at the top of the wheel. It feels incredibly, incredibly, incredibly not just positive, but lucky, like luck be a Libra. Now, but there's ways to access this luck and the best way for you, right? And again, it's not using your head, it's using your gut check, your instinct, right? We'll get into that a little bit more. So your animal for this season could not be more on the nose. It's the wolf, which is just like, hello. We're talking about instinct and being able to see in the darkness and being able to be illuminated by your own knowing, right? This is so perfect. This is Hierophant energy as well. It's Taurus energy, which speaks of you're exactly where you're supposed to be at exactly the right time. That's why this feels karmic for you, Libra. It feels like there are certain things that you're learning, opportunities, relationships that are manifesting. You're exactly where you're meant to be at the right time. And that's that Wheel of Fortune energy for you. So the fact that the wolf is here for you, really lean into that wolf energy. And you can work with this practically, right? You can say like, wolf spirit, like, be with me today. You put this as a background on your phone, the, picture of a wolf, and, how do I lean into my instinct? How do I, move with the best intention of my pack? How do I, right? Be able to illuminate things that are in the darkness? How can I frolic under the moonlight, really access my intuition in a grounded and, steady way? Just feels incredibly, incredibly positive. But the wolf also speaks of going your own way. I'm hearing that Fleetwood Mac song, you can go your own way. It really feels like standing strong. Sometimes you can see or feel things that other people can't. And it's just about trusting that, knowing when there might be other people around you going, you're crazy for that. I don't see that. Like, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, are you using your head? And you're like, no, I'm doing a gut check. So I have shivers. That's very much what this feels like, which makes a lot of sense when you are coming in here as the Mother of Cups or the Queen of Cups, right? So, Queen of Cups, hello. She's the queen of intuition, of emotion. She's the empath queen. She is always spot on because she is so deeply intuitively connected. It's funny how this is coming in as a swan as well. It's kind of like that, like spreading out that wing and going like, come along with me. Like, I got this. Like, it's dark here, but I see these little lights illuminating the path ahead. Like, come on, like take a cue from me. This just feels incredibly important, but I feel like it's also a signal too. It's about, what are you birthing in your life? Because there's this energy. This is the Empress, but in her water aspect, right? Which is about creativity and manifestation. And what are you birthing into the world? I feel like there is something gestating within you that wants to be birthed through and with you, and just feels incredibly positive. Now, in this place of challenge, you have the Two of Cups. Now, this is interesting, right? Two of Cups, traditionally speaking, is about partnership. It's about shared love. It's about that mirror effect where, a partnership, romantic, platonic, important, definitely karmic, is here to, teach us in a way that, and by the way, let me just say this real quick. When I say karmic, I mean of or relating to the soul. I don't mean karmic as in like, bad karma, you have to clear it. That is a misuse of that word that I've heard quite a bit in my life. When I say karmic, it's just related to your soul. We are here, I believe, in my belief system, in the school of life. And so we're here to grow our souls. So karma is there to help facilitate the growth of your soul. So that's what I mean by that. That's why you have this, presence of this major arcana, of this Hierophant energy, looking over this, you have several major arcanas here, right? So it's major. Now, in your place of challenge here, the fact that this is Two of Cups, I am really, really hearing that there's going to be situations or places or considerations that either involve someone else or someone else's opinion, or might affect someone else, or a partnership or an agreement or something, or plans. I am really hearing to trust your own gut check and know that sometimes you got to be a lone wolf if only you know what's right, right? There's something about this where someone else's opinion, or something else that you agreed to, or influence or something like that, is going to be maybe challenging what you know a little bit. Stay true to what you feel. See this wing coming out here? It's like it's reaching out to this, whatever the other side of this Two of Cups is, and just going like, come on, trust me on this. I'm telling you, I am in my Midas era, darling. And I'm telling you, this is going to go so much better if you just, believe in me. It's like Field of Dreams. With Kevin Costner. It's like Field of Dreams. It's like, if you build it, they will come. You just got to see that vision and know that, you may not have like empirical evidence that it's going to work out a certain way, but you're connecting to that wolf energy, that gut check within you, and you just wait and see what happens. It's wonderful, beautifully magical. So in your place of advice here, you have Judgment. So this is another major arcana. This really speaks of, this is the second to last in the major arcana, right, that comes before the world key. And this speaks of the purification process of the soul. It's a purification of our perspective. It's a purification and forgiveness of everything that's come before, so that we are washed in the light of forgiveness and peace and understanding, so that we can finish out that cycle without any extra baggage, right? So the fact this is coming in as your advice, do not allow the past to be prologue in your decisions. Do not allow the past to be prologue in when you're thinking about what's coming up for you, instinctually. Really consider things from a place of, I'm in my Wheel of Fortune era. I'm in my like Midas touch era. And so from that place, it's not what has been, it's what could be. So this is your advice. Instead of thinking, oh, what has been, think, what could be? What could be? That's it, right? If I really have the Midas touch and I'm in my Wheel of Fortune era, what could be? That's the question. Now, in your place of victory, this is really fascinating because we've got a wilted rose across from these two roses in your place of challenge. So, Five of Pentacles, five is the number of change, right? We've got some earth energy here. But Five of Pentacles is really about feeling outside of or separate from where you belong or what you desire, right? It's the opposite feeling of or opposite experience of feeling at home, which is really interesting because your oracle here in the Wool oracle for your Mabon oracle, we'll get to that in a minute, is very much about being at home. So the fact that this is coming in from your place of victory and there's like a wilted rose here, why do I feel like you're redefining what home is for you? Or redefining, what you're looking for in a home, or looking for your partnership to feel like in a home setting, right? I'm really seeing that King Midas thing here. Another part of the moral of that story is that, sometimes when we get what we want, right? Because remember, I think it was his daughter, but I don't remember exactly, but he, was, oh, this is great. And then touched his daughter and she ended up like dying by turning to solid gold. And it was like, wow, when the dream gets dark, it's an aspect of it. But for you, I really feel like you're coming from this place of what might I have sacrificed within myself, or how have I not been true to myself in some way that has gotten me to where I am, and how moving forward from this lens of what could be, can I honor what truly is right for me and who's going to come along with me on this journey and who's not. I feel like things are changing for you in quite a profound way. And it's going to be incredibly illuminating. I feel like there are going to be some friendships that maybe transform. I'll put it that way, right? New ones coming in, old ones maybe, not dying out necessarily, but, just transforming, right? People have the right to evolve. You have the right to evolve, right? You are a growing soul, and so are the souls around you and in your experience. So I feel like that's what's coming through here in that place of victory is you are really keying into, right, what makes you, that aspect of you bloom, and what parts of you are wilted and need some nourishment, right? It's like you're having this perspective and this clear sense of, what matters to you and how you spend your time, where the true gold in your experience lies. Because remember, these pentacles are gold, right? There's something about that. Something about that. The victory is coming out of this feeling like you know very well where you want to be, where you belong, and who you want to spend your time with. And that's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So in your place of outcome, this is a coyote here. I know it looks like a wolf, but you have a coyote here, which is beautiful. The moon. So this is Pisces energy, right? This is the unknown. This is psychic ability. This is feeling connected with change and the seasons and going with the flow and all of those things. In this key in particular, the way that it's depicted here in this deck was actually a gift. Oh my gosh, this deck was a gift from one of y'all who's actually a Libra, who has been with me a long time. Hi, how are you? I want to say hi to her. That just came to my mind that this deck was gifted to me when I'm using today. I don't always use it by a Libra. So in this context, the fact that this is coming up in your place of outcome, that fish coming out of that barrel, that is such a sign of abundance and fertility and wellness and good fortune. I feel like this is coming out where the path ahead is less defined, which means that you're on the right one. Like you're really moving forward, not necessarily seeing everything that lies ahead, but like you're living it in a way where you are so open to happenstance and luck and turns the wheel that it just feels like anything can and will happen for you. You're manifesting at a high rate. And it just feels, well, honestly, it feels like a lot of fun. Your Mabon Oracle here. Welcome the clarity that comes throughout this, by the way. Your Mabon Oracle here is Wool, number 44. You are woven with an embrace, protected, loved, and the familiarity of finally being home. It's beautiful. You are woven with an embrace, protected, loved, and the familiarity of finally being home. This is that, again, we're talking about what home feels like for you, what home is for you, what's important, how do you want to spend your time, what could be, right? I feel like there's going to be, and this really talks about allowing yourself to recharge and, regenerate certain aspects of your energy levels by spending time with those and in a place that give as much as they get, right? And that don't ask too much from you, right? It's like what part of your soul goes, I really just need to be somewhere where I can be myself. I need to spend more time with people with whom I feel, the best version of myself and I'm in their presence. It's that kind of pack energy that I'm picking up with that in the wolf here as well. But this is also like spending time doing things that allow your spirit to soar and be free, right? And I feel like I see you spending time doing things like that, especially with your hands and getting great ideas that come in as well. It's like these are little manifesting antennas as the wheel turns. You're like, ooh, I might apply for that. I didn't plan on it. I just found out about it this morning, but I'm gonna apply for that. Or I'm gonna go for that. Or I'm gonna take a chance with this person or whatever that is. It just like someone you could be moving or getting an idea of how to shift something. It just feels incredibly good. Incredibly good. And it comes because you're being in the present moment and just enjoying where you are. That's the true Midas touch, honey. That is the true Midas magic. So your Samhain oracle here, altar, a sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. Really beautiful. A sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. So this is really about, for me, it's a focal point of what you're manifesting. It's a focal point for what your intentions are. It's a time for you to, this is really feels like it's commenting on the judgment key here. Like it's really a time for you to consider and make prime, right? Like in your mental, spiritual, physical, emotional landscape, your point of focus, right? It's not just about what you want. It's about what are you here to learn? What are you here to do from a soul perspective? How are you living your purpose? And how are you, from the perspective of soul growth, how much are you also enjoying your life, enjoying your relationships? What is your enjoyment ratio to obligation ratio, like or worry ratio, whatever that is, on a day-to-day basis? I feel like this is really, Samhain season is very much about transformation. It's very much about connecting with, people that have passed on and aspects of ourselves that have been, paying homage to that, and then, allowing that part of you to hold space in the darkness, in your inner darkness, in your inner shadow, so you can move forward into Yule time and really rest and really welcome, the light back in as we move towards, the next season as the wheel turns. So I really feel like for you, this is very much about, honestly, family or community, right? And I feel like there's an aspect of this about calling those to the table that really matter, calling those towards you that, you feel like are a good fit for you, that tribe perspective, that found home, found family perspective. Feels like it's really coming in here. And it feels like you're at the head of something or leading something in this way. It might be on you to call everyone together. It might be on you to take this chance and start this road. It might be on you to drop this idea of, what if we did move? Or what if I did, try this? Or what if I did reopen this door or whatever it is? There's something about that. But I do feel like there's an aspect of this, something old that can be remade into something new for someone. I feel that very, very strongly. Something old that can be remade into something new because the timing is right now. Beautiful. Ooh, Libras. Beautiful. I love when the wolf comes out. And you got the coyote here too, which is that trickster energy. But coyote medicine is also about rule breaking, honey. So again, go your own way. Really gut check. It really feels like luck be a Libra. Like that really feels like luck is very much on your side. So, but at the same time, you're making your own luck, right? And that's how it goes. So that being said, I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I love, love, love reading your comments. My Libra and butterflies, that's what you are to me. You embody that beautiful butterfly energy, transformation and light and beauty, right? I am wishing you the happiest, most wonderful Mabon-Samhain season up ahead. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And with that being said, just thank you so much as always for being here. And most of all, and as always, beautiful Libras, thank you for being you and be well. Until next time.